Yeah, I'm good and all that, but you know what I mean? I ain't shit without y'all. So no matter what you up against, go hard. Don't let it.
Can you imagine how I really having nothing is? Stomach growling, you ain't got no food in the fridge. Surviving on a jail diet of water and bread. No father figure, that's cause my father dead. Mom's bringing different niggas in and out the crib. No money, so you seen it's less than all your friends. But it a joke because your mother was a crackhead. Older sister hoeing off, giving all her homies head. I could wait for your response, but they let her hear me talk, so I just wait for the applause. I always knew that I was great, I got them haters so appalled. I'ma make it out the darkness, and my word is my bond. Delivering these bars while I'm gripping on my balls. Jealous niggas hate to see you succeed, so fuck them all. I'm the master of my destiny, nigga, you not in charge. You either on your grind or in the way, so get lost. Be a man of everything you say you stand for.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome to the premiere of Living a Rich Life, a talk show for people. Thank you. A talk show for people who believe in the possibilities of change in all aspects of life so that they can lead a better and full life. I am your host, Rich James, and I believe living a rich life is made of 6 elements: good health, strong relationships, extraordinary experiences, philanthropy, financial freedom, and goals and achievement. With that being said, today's topic is going to focus on goals and achievement as well as extraordinary experiences. So if you're having trouble with setting goals as well as how to achieve them, stay tuned because we're going to provide you with some information that's going to change that. In addition, our guests, they're going to give their perspective on goals and achievement and share some of their extraordinary experiences. So with that being said, let's talk about it. So today, our first guest is a gentleman who is co-founder of The Night Brunch, part of Team Jameson US, an entrepreneur, a brand consultant, creative collaborator, and some might even call him the king of Baltimore. My good friend, let's welcome Mr. Jason Bass. How's it going, Jason?
That was some it's impromptu kind of intro music, but it's going well. Thanks for having me a part of the show.
Well, thank you for being here. I mean, this is an epic event. Just your presence and supporting me is really. I can't thank you enough for supporting me on that. So we know we have a couple of folks that want to know about Jason Bass. So maybe you can tell us, who is Jason Bass?
So, born in Baltimore, been here majority of my life, and every time I try to leave, I can't. It just pulls me back in, like they say in the movies. You know, I just believe this place has something special, and it's going to turn everything around real soon with the right people trying to make the change. So I've worked with a few brands. I've worked for Miller Coors for 8 years doing multicultural marketing for them, Grey Goose for a few years, and different experiences like that gave me a chance to really learn about marketing, learn about how brands are developed, learn about how different markets respond to different campaigns. You know, all these different things that come from working with like big national brands.
So let me ask you a question, not to interrupt. So is that things that you just love doing? Is that, hey, that's Jason Brand. These are things that you love to do?
Yeah, I think I've definitely fell in love with it. I mean, you know, from working for other people to developing my own brands, like The Night Brunch, to pop up at different restaurants around the city. With a DJ, usually on a Wednesday from 6 until 10. Just creating like a really unique experience to bring people together in the city. Something that's really tailored for Baltimore, not something that was just taken from New York or LA and just trying to fit.
Right. That makes sense. So as we talk about, goals and achievement, which is the topic for today, I think really what's important is in terms of what motivates you, right? Because I think that's important when you're thinking about goals and achievement. Whatever it is, it should motivate you, right?
Yeah.
So what motivates Jason Bass? Tell me.
Well, I think that we all are kind of motivated. At some point in our lives, we're motivated by, the material things in life. But I'm gonna say, like, after I had my son, it really did change me. Like, now I'm motivated to create more of a legacy, build something that will have some staying power. It can actually make a difference in the community, make a difference to the people that I interact with. And then now, more importantly than ever, I want my efforts to contribute to, like, somebody's life being better in Baltimore, and that's where I'm really focusing. Like, with Night Brunch Summer Lunch is something we kicked off this year. We used a lot of the resources that we accumulated through the year from events.
Okay.
Linked up with some of our partners, food partners like Hungry Harvest, Kind Healthy Snacks, to distribute food Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to the community in West Baltimore. The Fayette Street Outreach, Penrose community. So, doing something like that makes me feel good. I want to get up in the morning to be there, to contribute to that. It just really helps them out. Like, let them see a new face. They're not seeing that down there. So it's only a mile away from downtown, where we have all these beautiful new buildings in Harbor East.
Yeah.
But, a mile and a half away, these people don't even have access to good food.
Right. So you rattled off quite a few things there, which is a good thing, right? Like I said, I've been to a couple of your events. I've been to the Night Brunch. I'm definitely gonna hit the Summer Brunch at some point.
Appreciate it. Whenever you got time.
Yeah, definitely.
If you can't get
that.
there, you can always, throw us a couple bucks or buy some food with it, and let people know you contributed.
So let's talk about the food, right? So I've seen, and the food looks pretty good. So
thanks. When I'm cooking, it's good.
Okay. So what do you say? So is it Jason Bass? Did I miss something in the intro? You also a chef?
I wouldn't say that, but
okay.
It's fun to get in the kitchen, and we have a lot of great volunteers that come in from the events or from the community to help out. And recently we were pretty light on volunteers, and I didn't want to just cancel the day.
Right.
So I was talking to one of the community leads, and I'm like, listen, I'm gonna try to cook all of this food for the people today. Don't judge me if I burn everything down.
Right.
But you better definitely celebrate me if it turns out well. One of those kind of things.
Yeah, I understand.
And,
I understand.
Was able to whip a meal up. We served. I think that day we probably served just about 65 people, 70 people, and it worked out great. But every day we're in there, we create a menu and we cook it fresh.
Okay.
So we're not using like processed foods.
Right.
We're taking those vegetables that we get from Hungry Harvest, and then some like proteins we would get from one of our new partners, Clark Burger, and we're putting that together. We're chefing it up, like
nice.
Letting them see us cook too. 'Cause it's really important. Like they're growing up in these houses, and like they don't see somebody cook. Like nobody's cooking in their home.
Right.
So now they get to see somebody who looks like them, or just a person in general, just making meals.
Making meals. Okay. Well, I like that. Maybe again, I'll come one day that you're actually cooking.
I'm charging that day.
I know that's right. That's right. So again, so it sounds like again, you kind of reached some of your goals, and it seemed like you still got a lot going on there. Just in terms of what were some of the steps? Because again, as we talk about setting goals, what's some of the steps that you kind of went through? Right?
Let's say, for instance, with since we were just talking about Summer Lunch, me and my partner on the project, DJ Impulse, we really didn't know how we were going to go about this. So first thing we did was just put something on Instagram to see if the community would support us, like our community, the Night Brunch community. And once it was put out there on the internet, that means you gotta do it. So people are asking about it. They're like, "Yo, what's going on? Like, I'm interested. This is what I'm willing to do," or just give us some supportive words. And from that point on, we had to figure out how to bring that goal. We had to reach that goal, right?
Okay.
So I started reaching out to people I knew that were in that sector. It's like a nonprofit role or something like that.
Right.
Asking around, and after a couple meetings, these different organizations helped to define it for me. You know, they really did, because like they're asking me questions, I don't have an answer for it. I'm like,
Right.
you know, I'm not wasting their time. It's just I needed to explore, you know, the process, and
Right.
And they were able to really kind of distill it down to something that was a little bit more achievable, something I could
Gotcha.
understand. You know, because the
Right.
goal was pretty large at first, which is
Yeah.
a little crazy, right? And you know, from that point, just reached out to some. I've known, you know, CEO of Hungry Harvest for a few years. We're in a business incubator together. So I shot him an email, and I'm like, you know, I really need your help with this. If there's anything you could do, I'd appreciate it. And because of that relationship, he was able to, you know, we were able to create that
Vibe, right.
you know, that whole thing that we needed. You know,
Okay.
so.
Okay.
So that pretty much brought all of the goal together, helped me to achieve the goal. Not giving up, not resting, you know.
So the good point. So as we say, some of the suggestions here, you know, living a rich life. Again, I think you've captured some of them, right? Kind of the motivation to do something different for the community. You got to have that stick with it.
Oh, yeah.
Right. That stick with it attitude. Now, did you write your goals down? Write some of this stuff down? I'm a visual person. I gotta write down. You gotta see it. So.
Yeah, some things I do write down, like the ones that I know are going to easily slip out of my mind because I'll get distracted by other things. I'll write those down and I'll share them with people so that they can help me stay accountable.
Gotcha.
You know?
All right. Well, we're gonna take a quick break. All right. When we come back, we'll have some more with Jason Bass. And we're going to have a little fun with it, as I call it. We're going to play a game I call I Say, You Say. So we'll be right back here on Living a Rich Life Talk Show, BeExposed.com, BeExposedRadio.com. All right. Oh, yeah. All right, that was a nice little segment.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
I was meeting with a friend yesterday, and I've gotten to the point where don't ask me a question because the truth is going to come out. And
exactly.
Just don't do it.
If you ain't looking for the truth, don't come to me.
Don't do it because I can't hold my tongue. And she wants to be this stylist, boutique, but you're not doing anything in that nature, and I can't take you seriously if you're not doing those things. And I understood why people didn't take me seriously, because I found myself in somebody else's lane. I was good at what I was doing and what I wanted to be, but I wasn't doing it for me. So how can I ask you to take me seriously if I'm living in somebody else's shoes?
And nobody can do what you do, and I think that that's a big problem that people face now. Like, you see what somebody else is doing and you want to do that when that's not your lane.
That's not your lane.
That's not what you're supposed to be doing.
But it's popular, it's getting that person money, it's getting that person applause. Oh, I want applause. I want money. Let me stand over here behind them.
And then a lot of times people aren't honest with themselves either. Like, I was thinking earlier today, I've been woke for almost 2 days, so so you get honesty, and I was thinking, like, you know,
the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
Long live Pop. Y'all can go ahead and cry now. I'ma show these niggas what to do with one of your beats, man. I am Gas, by the way. Strong woman story should have been on CNN. Nobody knows what it's like being Gwen. Windows closed in the house, it ain't no CNN. Can't gain weight for years, she been being thin. Single mother, no help from the system. When they was giving out food stamps, she missed them. Birth certificate, baby daddy, she couldn't list them. But her son was so beautiful. When when she kissed him. Blame it on love, but nigga she could've died with. Destroy the whole world, I found out she was a side chick. The nigga loved his wife, and it got hard to hide it. So when Gwen confronted him, he ain't even denied it. Her fault, depends on who you asking. She tried to be a stripper, but the tip out was taxing. Buying all the purses, trying to keep up with the fashion. And her mama hated babysitting with a passion. She deserved better circumstances. A black queen, she should've been blessed with certain chances. Look down upon, getting all the hurting glances. Making men change up all the twerking stances. She never cried about the pain, only gritted her teeth. But most soldiers never get a flower or a wreath. She like G.I. Jane in the war with no relief. Don't recognize why killers was going through her beef. She said more prayers than the nun did. After seeing so much struggles with only one kid, the clinic said baby number 2 couldn't be undid. 9 months later, delivery and this one big. But this time it was an older dude. But the shit happened so fast, she barely know the dude. Damn, but we all make mistakes though. And the older we get, that's how mistakes go. So he claimed the baby, now with no money. He said shit was hard and his dollars was kinda funny. Real was feeling like that was strike 2. So when it rains and pours, that's just how life do. She was thinking about her childhood and how life flew. A daddy she always loved, but she never quite knew. This was before the bags and the cellulite grew. Other bitches in her shoe, no telling what they might do. You lose a lot of friends, they start to despite you.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to Living a Rich Life talk show featuring the one and only Jason Bass. So this segment, Jason, something that I like to call I Say, You Say. Right? Cool. All right, so we're gonna play a little game. So first, let me ask the question. So what do you do for fun?
I drink.
Okay, I didn't want to say that, but considering earlier, because you work with Millers, right? You're doing stuff with Jameson, right? What was the other one? Was it something else?
I worked with the Grey Goose for a while.
Grey Goose, right? So all those things. So
Flying Dog, they were big supporters.
Okay, so that's fun. All right, so how this game is played?
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a word, all right, and you can go on until you feel it's necessary to stop, right? Okay. So I give you a word, you whatever relates to it. It could be one word, it could be a phrase, whatever you want.
Gotcha.
All right? So the first word is food, obviously.
I like to eat it. I like to cook it. I think it brings people together.
Okay, all right. Family.
I always didn't spend a lot of time with my family, when I was in my 20s, but now I'm really trying hard to spend a lot more time with family.
And I gotta say, you're not trying. You're doing a good job because you do a lot of stuff. I see with Valor.
That's
your son's name, right?
That's my 3-year-old son's name. I love spending time with them.
Yeah, so that's good. That's good. We need a lot of black fathers to continue to do that. All right, so let's continue. Let's say the word music.
Music. Right now I'm really into, just like everybody else, like the Afrobeat. It's just crazy. It's taking over my playlist. I'm just happy to see that genre of music is finally getting some love.
Yeah. So and that's funny you mentioned it. I got a guest that's coming on later that actually, and maybe you can come back during that time and sit in with me, co-host. That'd be fun. I think you might like that. All right. Travel.
If I have life, I will travel. Whenever I have the ability or the time, I'm definitely going to use it to travel the world. I've gotten most of my knowledge and experience in my adult life from traveling.
You got a passport?
I do.
Oh, right.
I do. My son has a passport.
Oh,
I had to hold his head still and let go real quick to take his picture.
Right. Okay. That's funny. I say every man should have a passport and a tuxedo.
I got a passport, but I do have a global entry card.
Okay.
So,
okay.
I guess that's double travel card.
There you go. All right. Good health.
Good health is what I seek, man. I've seen so many people my age, younger, a little older in the community, and they suffer from poor health. Okay. Strokes, things like that. I I should have jogged here.
Well, it is raining. It is raining. It was kind of brutal out there today.
I want to live, you know.
Right. Yeah, true.
My waves wet.
You ain't the only one. You ain't the only one. All right, and this one here is kind of, again, you kind of touched on it. So, specialty drinks.
I am I drink certain drinks during certain occasions. Mm-hmm. So, instead of just like having one cocktail that I go to, it really just depends. Like, if it's like summer, daytime, I'm probably gonna get a gin or a tequila cocktail. Okay. If it's an evening, you know, I might get a whiskey cocktail. But if it's like evening in the fall, winter, it might be scotch or whiskey. You know, it's just, I believe in occasions. I believe in traditions like that. I think that, you know, I think that makes it exciting.
Right. Well, definitely, because again, we've actually done a few things and had some good food. You kind of exposed me to some different restaurants, some food I probably would never have eaten.
Thank you for trusting me. Yeah, that means a lot. Yeah. That means a whole. Yeah. We're close at that point. Like you trusted me with that option.
Yeah, some of that food I said, well, I'm allergic to seafood. That's why I made that clear. And even the drinks, everything was just really good. It was good quality food. So I wanted to make sure I say thank you for that experience.
Appreciate that. What was you like the Negroni, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the Negroni at Orton.
Yeah. So I'm thinking of, because outside of the talk show, have some other things happening. Mm-hmm. Definitely take a group of folks there to experience that.
Yeah, they would love it.
It's all about sharing the experience. All right. So then that concludes our I say, you say. Mm-hmm. Right. So it gives you a little insight of who Jason Bass is. Mm-hmm. So let's continue with this interview, right? Now here's a good question for you.
Okay.
So when I mentioned music, I kind of thought about Dance My Pain Away.
Right.
Yeah. That's Thursdays.
Yep.
So now, just to be clear, my weekends start on Thursdays now.
I appreciate that. Yeah, there's no reason to hold out. You know what I'm saying? Why you gotta wait till Friday?
This is true, right? So how is the social scene for you?
I think when it comes down to Baltimore's social scene, it's different from a lot of the other major cities. Like you really do have to create your own experiences. Bring some friends with you, and then while you're there, they have to be open to different ideas, different foods, different environments, and then they get to
we're going to call them extraordinary experiences.
Extraordinary experiences.
Okay.
So, if you do that, you can create whatever kind of night you want,
Okay, that's what's up. All right, so it's time to take another quick break. We will be back, and when we come back, the next segment, which I like to call a rich life moment in time. So we're going to have a little more fun, continue to learn who Jason Bass is here on Living a Rich Life Talk Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com. Oh yeah, that's some good stuff. Yeah, you're good at this.
Hey, there's my son. You've been in your room all morning.
Hey, Dad.
Matt, what's wrong with your voice?
There is nothing wrong with my voice.
Oh, well, it's just sort of.
I have been playing my video games and electronic games for so many hours.
Uh-huh. Well, it sounds like it might be time for you to take a break, or...
Hello, Dad.
Susan?
I have been watching TV and text messaging all morning. Yay, electronics. Yay.
Guys, I think it's about time to get in the car and take a little trip. Maybe see some trees, some green things.
What are these green things you speak of?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Get out to the forest and discover the wonders of nature with your family, just like Blue, Jewel, and the whole Rio flock.
Let the kids connect to their roots. It's gonna be so much fun. Yeah! Woo-hoo!
Let's rock this jungle.
Yeah!
Fresh air.
What a glorious morning.
Clean water.
Woohoo! This is great!
And endless surprises.
Yo, this is untapped territory.
How amazing.
Visit discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
So when you get to the corner of Smith and Orchard, you're going to want to take a left.
You are not going to
Then what you're
believe
going to
this.
do is turn onto Marcy Avenue.
Just broke up
and go past the first
apparently
3
she's
lights
happy
and then
about
take
it.
the next left.
I don't really
then drive
think
5
she's
more
happy,
blocks
but
and you should be
who
there.
am I to judge, right?
Park on the
Anyway,
right.
That's
I'll
what
see
I
you
heard
later
last
tonight.
night.
It's hard to concentrate on 2 things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
This message is for all of you sitting in the passenger seat. And apologies if it gets a little uncomfortable. But how does it feel to be at the mercy of someone who thinks a random text is more important than your life? Someone who takes their eyes off the road while speeding along in a 3-ton hunk of steel. Freaky, right? Well, why not just ask them to stop? Or better yet, volunteer to text for them. It might be a little awkward, but believe me, you'll live.
Learn more at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on 2 things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Join the Just a Bit Outside crew every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
You want to start off?
I think I'll get it out of the way on a who's not.
Okay, do it.
The Orioles.
Right.
They got swept by the Royals. They lost 4 in a row, and the last 5 games have all been decided by 1 run.
Mm-hmm.
The game before, or the last game that they lost before the Royals was the Nationals, and it was Weeders, of course, won with a home run.
Hit the home run.
Right.
They were going into that National series. It seemed like they were doing so well, and they just crapped out. They got that game postponed, so who knows when they're going to replay that or play that game.
Mm-hmm.
That's my first not for the night.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and weigh in on my who's not, and I'm going to talk about the San Diego Padres.
The Padres. That's okay. You just took my answer.
They're in last place in the NL West. They've lost 8 of their last 10. Their run differential is a negative 65, which is just horrible. So when you have let me just talk about run differential a little bit. It's kind of like the
how much you're winning or losing your games by, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. It's like the margin of victory, kind of.
Right.
So when you're in.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to Living a Rich Life talk show featuring Jason Bass. How we feeling, Jay?
I think you're an excellent host, so I'm feeling fantastic.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. You are the premier guest, so you're doing pretty well yourself. So as I mentioned, this segment, I wanted to talk about what I call a rich life moment in time.
Okay.
Right? And by that, I mean, let's take a step back and when did we first meet?
Ooh,
let's see if you remember.
I know we met through a mutual friend, and I can't remember exactly where, but I knew that we had some type of some things in common. So even after I think that friend kind of left the equation, we stayed in contact, and we would see each other at events, and then kind of supporting each other's activities. So at that point, I was just like, oh, he's a good person, a good dude, see what's going on with this.
Yeah. That's how I remember it also.
Yeah, it was mad details of that.
Yeah, Jason, at one point in time, you would just introduce me, because again, I've been to a couple of events, which was always exciting, and I always got a lot of love. So again, I wanted to appreciate that, show you the appreciation. So what I've done.
Okay.
I'm big on memories also.
Okay.
Right? I'm big on memories also.
You do take some good pictures.
Well, thank you. So what I have here is Living a Rich Life, and it has the 6 elements on it, right? And you know, I took this concept, this idea from the Night Brunch.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Right?
Getting that board, man.
I took, because I still got it in my kitchen.
Thanks, man.
Right? So what I like to do is, at this moment in time, as my first guest, I would like for you to sign this for me.
I will. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right.
Let's see.
So here's a Sharpie. And
Anywhere
this is
in particular?
Anywhere you like. You the premier guest. Anywhere you like. And again, so this is Living a Rich Life, a moment in time. My very first guest signing the Living a Rich Life poster.
Yes.
I love it. Got that Hollywood signature already.
Yeah, that's what the bracelet is for. Keep my swerve right with the pen. You know?
I remember when we first met. Also, you had this ring that I loved. So there you have it, folks. There you have it. Living a Rich Life premiere talk show featuring Jason Bass. We got his signature. I love it. Now, continuing that same phase. So I've been following you for a while.
Appreciate it.
Right? So I've been following you, and again, I got many friends, and again, we've known each other for 3 years. So I did some research, and I've dug up your very first Kickstart.
Yeah, the ebook, first ebook.
Right? So again, when it comes to the topic of discussion today is goals and achievement, you definitely should check out Jason's his webpage, his blog. Follow him on Instagram, and we'll get to all that information if you don't have it yet. But these are definitely some good materials when it comes to reading and being motivated for stuff.
Appreciate that.
Right?
That was the point. You know, I've gone through all these different experiences in the entrepreneurial space. You know, I was blessed with all these opportunities. So I wanted other people to get excited and start their ideas, man.
Yeah, and this is definitely it's good reading.
Appreciate that.
I gotta say that. I gotta say it's got some good stuff in here. You know?
It took me forever to write it. I was always nervous, man. Like to do it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, who does your designs? So you do all your designs, right?
Yeah.
Your brand. So again, as our discussion is goals and achievement and extraordinary experiences, we got a bit of that here today. Shared some how you set your goals and writing down, things of that nature. So again, I encourage you to start checking out these blogs and reading these for the folks out there, because it's good stuff. I just learned how to read.
Oh, you got it. You're clearly a pro at that right now.
Yeah. So we all live on Facebook and Be Exposed. You can go to my Facebook page, Living a Rich Life Talk Show, and you can go right now. We're live. You're live, Jason, right?
Yeah, I'm watching it live, and
got
some friends commenting on things right now.
So if you have some questions, by all means, please shoot us a question. If you got a question for Jason, more in particularly, not myself, I think we'll be able to answer those questions. Well, Jason will be glad to answer those questions.
Of course. All right.
And while
we're gonna make them up, right? They're not asking. We got
yeah. Well, we'll keep it going. We'll keep it going. Definitely. I think as we talk about some of the other things that you're doing, and to Dance My Pain Away, right? Which, again, I go there to people watch sometimes.
Okay,
right?
I know that's always a good time.
People watching that's the new thing.
Yeah.
What is one of the strangest things you've seen a stranger do?
Ooh.
It doesn't even have to be but just out and about. What's the strangest thing?
I'll say even with Dance My Pain Away, there was a dude that came in there, and he had like spandex outfit on. It was kind of like a skinny dude, kind of small, and he looked like a Chris Angel magician kind of person, and he danced like he was doing like yoga, but with magic gestures. You know what I mean? Like, it was wild. I don't know if he was on something or if that was just his style.
Right.
But he was definitely conjuring up some moves at that point. That was a lot of fun. The other craziest thing I've probably ever seen, I've seen a lot of wild. I saw this dude's ear get ripped off in a fight, and I was like really young, and then I was like, that was pretty crazy. It was pretty crazy.
Oh, so somebody got Mike Tyson on him. Huh?
And he didn't even. He just ripped it with his hand. It like came straight off the dude's like head, and he just threw it on the ground. Well, I know that. Sorry.
Well, hey, it's an extraordinary experience, right? Yeah. We'll put it in that box right there.
I'll never forget it. I was probably like 5 or 6 years old, but yeah.
Oh wow! Well, yeah, that's crazy. That's definitely strange. Okay. Yeah. In terms of pet peeves, right? So I have my own pet peeves. I'm a Virgo. If I see a picture crooked in an office, I'm ready to straighten it. Yeah. You know, don't squeeze the toothpaste in the middle.
Oh,
you know,
man.
What pet peeves does Jason Bass have?
I got a toothpaste one. Don't leave the cap off. I hate that. Don't leave all the cabinets open. In like anywhere, like a door open, a cabinet open. If they're just open because you were in there, like I'm already like screaming in the inside. Other pet peeves, I don't like when people ask a question and just like tune out or get on that cell phone. Where just like, yeah, so tell me all about that. And you're about to answer, and they just
hello.
They get on the phone, they text, they do all of that. I'm through, man.
Right.
I'm like, why'd you ask?
Yeah. They get a little distracted, but you know, technology distracts us these days, right? So we have an age difference. Believe it or not, I'm not as young as I look. But there is that difference, which is one of the things I appreciate about you is, you know, the diversity, right? I mean, when you're out and about, you have a good time, versus, you know, out and about being on the phone. Now, when you're on your phone, generally, we're on our phones, it might be the Instagram or I don't do no Snapchat, but
I call that Snapchat.
You know, there you go. So those things, but sometimes, you know, I've experienced folks go out and you're having dinner. That's the one thing again. When we had dinner last week, you know, I think folks was checking the phone a little bit, but for the most part, we were interacting with each other. Good conversation.
Miss those days. You know, and it was what's cool is like it was such great conversation. It was such great food. Atmosphere was beautiful. We visited Orto on Charles Street in Mount Vernon and or Station North area, and there was no time for us to pick up our phone. You know, it was no opportunities to do that. It was no break in between, you know, all the great experiences that we were having at that moment. Like, why be on your phone? You got the real life is better than what's on the phone right now.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. So we're gonna keep on going, right? On a scale of 1 to 10, how strict were your parents? How strict were your guardians?
My father was very strict. My mother, not so much. You know, she let me learn lessons, and then, you know, she would just be, you know, she was like, look, baby, you survived it, so you're good. No, don't do that. But my father also had to be really strict because, you know, I was born in Baltimore, but I moved to California when I was 6 until 12. So, you know, it was a lot of like gang stuff happening in California. So, you know, I couldn't be in certain areas. Like I couldn't wear certain clothes. You know, I couldn't have certain sneakers. Like, you know, they were shooting people for like Reebok pumps and like starter jackets. You know, so yeah, there was like, it was just like, look, like for your own safety.
Right. You gotta listen.
He used to like whistle, and I swear, even if I hear it now, like I heard that whistle, I could hear it from like blocks away, and I immediately turn around and go in the house. I'm like, dude, that's trained, man.
That's too funny. So what would be, I guess, the question in terms of advice? What advice would you give a younger, you know, Jason Bass, or even a younger person trying to, you know, do some of the great things that you're doing in the community and kind of engage?
Like first, be confident in yourself. Like, you know, there were a lot of times where I would end up kind of following I would follow the crowd, you know, or I would, you know, I'd speak up and have an idea, and just because like everybody else didn't understand it, I was like, God, I guess that's a stupid idea. I'm not going to do that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then later on, I would see that come up in some other area, you know, and that person was successful with it, and all I could do was sit there and be like, I thought of that, like, that's what I said, you know, like,
right.
What are you going to do at that point? Like, you know, you just look crazy. So I'd say, you know, be confident in self, you know, and then also, you know, always look to learn from everybody around you, you know, young, old. Anybody.
Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. We got any questions on the Facebook world out there yet? We see anything coming in? Let me see. Let me take a quick look.
My boy wants me to get some Five Guys. You know, I might have to do that for dinner.
Some Five Guys.
I haven't had that in a while.
They make some good burgers.
I have
fries,
become
too.
such a burger snob because like there's so many good burger places out here, and even with that being said, like Burger King has the Beyond Burger, no, Impossible Burger, like it actually tastes like a Whopper. It's crazy. It's not even meat.
Did you just say Burger King?
Burger King has the Impossible Burger. You ever seen that?
I don't mess with. I had a bad experience. I had an extraordinary experience.
BK? With the King?
Yeah. No, flame broiled. No. It's not for me.
Okay.
Not for me. That's past my system.
You know what that also does? It violates your first rule on living a rich life.
Exactly. Good health.
Yeah.
Everybody making salad these days, so I might get a salad.
Mm-hmm.
But outside of that, no, I
Burger
can't.
King has a salad.
Yeah, but I don't trust the salad. I don't even trust the salad. I don't trust the salad.
Okay.
I don't trust the salad. So, we had some good discussion here, which I love it. I love it. Would you consider yourself successful?
I think
this point in
I have
time?
succeeded at certain things, but the goal line does keep moving for me because I'm not looking to achieve one thing and then that's it for me. You know what I mean? Like I am always going to be unsettled because I'm passionate about things being better, and there's always things that need to be improved. I'm not saying that I'm perfect, and that's another reason why I'm always going to be striving to be the best version of me. So what I'm successful at is not quitting.
I know that's right. I know that's right. I know that's right. So it's almost that time for us to take another break. When we do come back, and hopefully I want you to stick around. We have a young model. His name is He's 6 years old.
Oh, okay.
He's 6 years old, and he's been on Kohl's commercials.
Wow.
Yeah, he's been on a couple other different things, and we'll get into that. But he might be able to learn some things from you, and he's a pretty smart kid. Hey,
my son's 3. You got to do something.
Yeah.
Pay the bills out here.
Exactly. So when we come back, we will introduce you to our second guest. We're gonna have Jason Bass stick around, and we'll come back with our second guest here on Living a Rich Life talk show, featuring Jason Bass, and you'll be surprised who our next guest is. Stay tuned here on BeExposedRadio.com. Okay.
Cool.
You're like an internal bleeder. Can't see your pain, but it can silently kill ya. So deeply wounded, but don't say a thing. Too afraid of what the people may say or think. So you just sit there and you suffer in silence. Your pride won't let you just uncover your secret. Don't wanna look weak in your image, it ain't worth losing. So you just act as if it's nothing happening. God sees you, and God hears you. Yes, God loves you. You're like an internal bleeder. Can't see your pain, but it can silently kill ya. Suicidal, depressed, but you won't say a thing. Too afraid of what the people may say or think. You feel alone even though the people surround you. Popping pills every night even though you know they can't solve it. The emotional pain, it just seems way too heavy. Your mind is racing, wanna scream, somebody help me. Ooh, God sees you, and God hears you. Yes, God loves you. These type of people sit right under our noses. We don't find out till we're on IG scrolling. We post a few memes, but then it keeps on happening. Something's gotta change, we gotta start talking and telling the truth without the fear of judgment. Gotta come together and really start loving and heal these people cause they slowly dying. Help them believe that their life is worth living. God sees you, and God hears you. Yes, God loves you. I pray there's an end to this suicide demon.
Whoa. The moment my son saw a redwood tree
It's huge!
is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing!
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
I thought you was gonna have my money today.
Man, it is what it is.
Then last week you told me your wife was cooking.
Man, it is what it is.
Then again, I don't think I want your wife cooking because you don't like it.
Well, it is what it is.
This fly T Miles off.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to Living a Rich Life talk show. I'm sitting here with Jason Bastille. We got a couple of questions that came in through Facebook, so we're gonna get to those questions. Our second guest will come back at the top of the hour. So I know I got you hyped up, but Jason was ready to meet him. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna address these questions here. Jason, you wanna go ahead and read that question?
Yep, got a question from Christina Royster. Who are your greatest inspirations? Family, professional, personal?
Yeah. I know. Christina, who was that for? Right? We're both. Okay.
So I said it, you answer.
Oh, okay. All right. For me,
Welcome to the Jason Bass Show.
I love it. Everyone's winning. We flip-flop like that. That's what we do. My greatest inspiration, I guess, for starters, has been, my mother. She inspires me just to be a good person. And I've gone through some challenges, ups and downs. And I think just in terms of launching this show, for me, I got inspired just from my health, right? But in terms of individuals, I'd have to say my mother's been the big inspiration, most importantly. And then on top of that, folks that I engage with goes to the strong relationships, in which I just said, hey, you know what, I got to do better, I got to be better, because again, they kind of expecting those types of things from me. So I have to say my mother and a lot of folks, again, strong relationships, one of the other elements of living a rich life.
Yeah, we got to add that on there. Get another strip of paper, just writing on the bottom somewhere.
I can do that. All right, so who inspired you?
I would say my mom too, because she was named Entrepreneur of the Year when she was like 21, 22, and she had me at the age of 20. And her business was, she had a pet shop, and then she had a company called Aqualease. So back in the 80s, aquariums were hot, but nobody knew how to deal with them. Right. So she had a company that would go out to different corporations, even like your home, so commercial and personal, whatever. And she would put a fish tank in there and manage it for you, and she would get paid to do that. So she had like a whole team, trucks, all of that kind of stuff. And I grew up in the pet shop and at her snowball stand during the summer. So it was good to see that. before we moved to California. And then like being around friends that, you know, I've had a lot of friends that have been through really, really tough times. Like have seen horrible things and just never quit. And actually, like, they're the most positive people I know. You know, like they've been through a lot. You know, and they're so resilient and they're so they just haven't tapped out. Like those guys I always keep in mind when I'm moving forward. And then also the ones who are like creating businesses while they have families. You know, while they're juggling so much in their lives, and you know they're just starting something that people really go towards, like the restaurant Orto, like Clavel, like the Charmery, like all of those things. You know? So it's good to be around it and really to see, like, you know, how they balance everything, right?
It's about balance. Life is about balance.
We're gonna put that at the bottom too.
We're gonna add stuff. It's gonna go from 6 elements to 8. We'll just keep adding. We'll just keep adding. It's all right. We have no problem with that.
Yo, and then the last one I'm gonna say is there's this dude. This is more recently. This is like Italian dude or something named Gianni something on Instagram. And he's like 50 years old in much better shape than you and I put together. And all he does is like dance around on his boat with like a bunch of ladies. Like that's my retirement plan if all else fails.
I know that's right. Well, that's a good plan to have. That's a good. We definitely figured out.
I mean, I gotta do some setup first.
We got. I'm gonna tell you, I don't run anywhere. Right. So again, you know, getting good health, because to me it starts with good health.
It does.
Right. Because everything else really doesn't matter. Right. So let's talk about that for a minute. You get good health.
Yep.
Right. Without good health, everything else, to my opinion, doesn't matter. So then there's strong relationships, as you mentioned. You know, you have some folks that kind of motivated you and see how they balance things, right? And then the third one, financial freedom, right?
Yeah.
So, and again, financial freedom, having the means to do what you want, when you want, right? That all plays into it. And again, it's all relative, depending on who you talk to. Then goals and achievement, right? So again, having goals, setting them goals, achieving them, celebrate them, right? And sometimes you need some money to do those things, right? Extraordinary experiences.
Yeah.
I mean, that goes, again, for me, some of the eating, whether it's traveling, whatever it is, whatever it looks like for you. And then philanthropy work, right? And again, I think your summer brunch program is kind of part of that, right? Being able to give back. Because if I can't help myself, you know, it's harder to do for other people.
It is. Yeah.
So, and then those other 2 items you added.
Yeah, what was that?
We'll come back because I don't remember.
We're gonna find that. We're gonna have to rewind.
Yeah, definitely, because I done forgot. But again, I think at the end of the day, right, those all, to me, comprise of living a rich life. So I know folks want to know. To me, I give you my 6 elements.
Yeah.
And again, I did a poll even before the talk show started, asking folks, and depending on who I spoke with, their responses were different. Right. So I talked to folks in their 20s. Oh, I want a nice car. I want a big house. You know, there's a lot of material things. Right.
Yeah.
I talked to some older people, and it was just good health. You know.
Yeah.
So again, I want to give you more time to answer. So think about it. I know you are. I know you are.
I'm ready for stuff like
I know
that.
you are, right? But we're going to take a break. And this time when we come back, we will introduce our second guest, as well as hear from Jason Bass, what does living a rich life mean to him? We'll be back here on BeExposedRadio.com. Tune back in.
First they love you, then desert you. Leave with a plate full with no spoon. Ain't no space, I can't escape negativity. I got used to the taste. I've been bad, burned and fucked over. Remain strong through the Passover. Kicking haters out of the way like masked over. Roll up, sip something, let it pass over. Who would I be? It ain't the man to me that let the next man take advantage of me. When that storm come, no pan I see. Get with it, not without it, then you'll see. I beat the haters, they know I'm greater. That's why they buzzing for the elevator. But I can't save you, the weed too loud on the pedal stool. Don't carry favors, always got your hand out demanding favors. When I just looked out, now you need more paper. I can't breathe, give me 3 feet. I never let y'all be the death of me. When my patience run that, yeah, nigga OT, cause they wanna see me down like I'm an NCT. 6 words, get the fuck away from me, say I help you out if you can help yourself. I keep it G till I DIE. Now excuse me while I get back to PC. HOP ain't losing sleep while your third eye always on me. I'm steady green just to feed the team. My boo, she know that I'm king when chasing my dream. These niggas it seems I rip them, trash them, then put on new jeans. Man, see the problem is, man, you know, I keep it 100, man. You know what I mean? Like, if I got it, then you got it. You know what I mean? But if I don't got it, then I'ma give it. You feel me? But I definitely got you through the ride, man. Let's get it, yo.
I'm really getting tired of ungrateful ass niggas. They really about to turn me to a hateful ass nigga. Like I was never there when you never had figures. Pull triggers for you niggas when you caught up in the trenches. Man, I really don't get it. I don't know what's going on, but I really don't feel it. Niggas really know that I've been there from the beginning, but the more I see niggas side switch, it make me wanna bring it closer to the end, and that's why I can't fuck around with these niggas. I'll fuck around with my hoes, cause niggas acting like bitches and hoes acting like bros. Man, I swear I really don't get it. How people switch up their roles. First it was nothing but love, but nowadays I don't know. It seems like anything goes. Where can I go? Cause lately fucking with you, I just stand at a fork in the road. It's hurting my soul. When I'm around you, I shouldn't feel like I should stay on my toes. So where do we go from here? Get dough from here? Or are we gonna end it on the road right here? Cause either way, whether it's left or the right on my property, niggas gon' blow round here. Fuck cities up while we do shows round here. Keep our music up while we blow Joe round here. Don't be looking salty if you're not going nowhere. Should've kept it with the movements that I'm moving over there. Cause I'm getting to the point where I just don't care. Know you're thinking to yourself that it's just not fair. But you made your choice and I won't retort. Just know ain't no fucking coming back round here. And we shining and grinding. You mad that you ain't at the top when you see what we climbing. Our music is timeless. I thought you would witness the vision, but it's obvious that you blinded. I thought we was brothers. I thought we was fam. But it's plain to see that you don't give a damn. Everything cool when we out selling grams, but now what's the problem? A mic in my hand, man. Dang.
I feel you, my nigga. See, niggas be saying just one way of life when there's billions of possibilities that happen on a day-to-day basis. Don't judge us cause you ain't where you supposed to be at in life. Instead of envy or try and bring niggas to your level, strive for better from yourself, not the people around you, man. Pay attention, wake up.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You are tuned in to BeExposedRadio.com.
So we were talking about critical thinking. So we definitely believe that critical thinking is one of the first things we need to start implementing, not just simply being told things. Or how about this? You know, we tend to listen to people who get assigned certain positions.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So when they have certain positions, we tend to think that it's truth attached to that because of their position, right?
Right.
Is that always the case, though?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
It's probably one of the biggest reasons we should be doing some critical thinking.
Yes, I agree. I definitely.
White keys only have this bitch jumping.
Okay. If I sit around, hold up. Look. If I sit around, hold up. Yeah. Rebel. Let's do it.
If I sit around, I'ma smoke some more. Wasn't even thinking about smoke before, but I'm in my head and I'm in the bed. Don't know who I am, like I'm wearing a mask. Working mode, tell them where the cash. If you wear the cash, tell them where the cash. If you play it for you, gon' run it back. Don't make promises, but I promise that. Don't promise me, cause I ain't into that. Fell in love with that and got hurt from that. That was all over and the curtains back. Can't see you not noticing that. I'm letting it go, it ain't holding me back. Yeah, I'm on dice, but ain't come for the crack. Drinking with uncle, we only do jack. How I'm alive, I thank God for that. Praying about about it. Things getting better. Open it up with my name on the letter. What you crazy about it? Saying whatever. You shy to be you. You know you gotta be you. Sometimes I need privacy too. Yeah, you know I ride. You know I ride. And you know you ride for me too. Yeah.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
All right. Welcome back to Living a Rich Life talk show. I am joined with my second guest, and I did ask Jason Bass to stick in. So let me introduce you to my second guest. Our second guest on Living a Rich Life talk show he's off to a great start in his career. And by that, he's appeared on the cover of Avon magazine. He's done several ads for the retail store, The Children's Place, and recently done an ad for Zara department store. So welcome, young model sensation, Dallas X. How are you doing, Dallas?
Good.
Okay. Well, you can just talk normal and it'll pick it up. How about that? Is this your first TV or video interview?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. All right. So where do you model at most of the time? Do you have to go out of Baltimore or?
Pictures.
Yeah. So
New York.
New York. New York. Now, is your family from New York?
Baltimore.
Oh, okay. So you was born here in Baltimore. Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, you were. It's okay. I know. You want to know how I know? Because I know your mother. Yes, that's your mother. Is that your mother next to you there?
Yeah.
Yes. Did you know that your mother used to model? See, so Dallas, I do my homework. I ask questions and I do research to find out who's going to be on my show. What do you think about that?
It's great.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm going to ask you some questions. Is that okay?
Okay.
All right, let's see here. So my first question, and the folks want to know, how old are you? 6. 6 years old. Oh, so you big. You 6 going on 26 already, huh? No? And mommy can help you with any questions, right? We're going to make sure you're comfortable. Would you like some water?
No.
No, thank you. You yawning. Am I boring you? No. All right, so 6 years old. So how long have you been modeling? Or maybe mommy can help.
5.
Since 5?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you've been modeling since 5 years. So 1 year. Mm-hmm. Right. See, math was never my strong point. We might need to add that, Jason, on.
I'll put that at the bottom.
At the bottom, right?
Math.
Improve in math. So you like school? Are you good in math?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Now that's good to know. So what do you like about modeling? That's an easy question. I see you smile. That's an easy question, right? Tell me, what do you like about modeling? Mommy can help you.
You get to New York.
Oh, you get to go to New York.
Mm-hmm. Meet new friends.
Meet new friends?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Like taking pictures.
Yeah, I know. I've seen some of your pictures. You take very nice pictures, by the way.
Thanks.
You're very welcome. Jason and I was thinking about modeling. We was talking about you earlier.
Mm-hmm. I'm already giving up, though.
Yeah. I've given up 40-something years ago. Actually, no, I was never a model. Never. I'm not that good with the camera. I can take good pictures. I can definitely take good pictures. So does your mother give you advice? When it comes to, she gives you advice, and yeah. So you like having her there with you, huh? What did you do today? Because you look kind of sleepy. Did you do any modeling today?
No.
No? Okay. I've seen you on Instagram. You got an Instagram account, right?
I know.
Yeah. What do you know? What your Instagram? What's your Instagram so that folks could follow you? We're gonna have Mr. Bass follow you, and I think I follow you already.
I'm gonna do it right now.
That was the model.
Oh, what is it?
That was the model.
Dallas the model. Okay. So we're gonna have Mr. Jason Bass, he's gonna follow you.
Boom. You already following Rich, so you're good.
All right, oh, good deal. Sometimes I don't remember. I have so many followers at 245.
You left one of the things out that he also did. He did a Kohl's commercial.
Ah, Kohl's. Yes. You did a Kohl's commercial too. I used to actually, back in the days, I used to work for Kohl's. Yeah. So do you get a discount for these places that you been working for and modeling for?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, so they give you clothes. Can you give me some clothes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you gonna hook me up? Well, I'll wait until you become that super. What they call supermodels, right? Do you know any models?
Yeah.
Yes? Oh, okay. All right, so we're going to have a couple of fun little questions for you right now, okay?
Okay.
All right, so do you like playing with toys?
Yeah.
You do? What's your favorite toy?
A dirt bike toy.
Say it again?
A dirt bike.
Oh, okay. I wish I knew that, because I got a little something for you later today, but I think Jason likes playing with toys. Jason has a 3-year-old son.
I do.
Yeah. He's a pretty energetic guy. That's Mr. Jason Bass.
Hey.
So now when you look on the page, when you look on your page and you see something, you gotta like it. So do you manage your own page or does your mother manage your page?
Kina.
Kina? Kina. Okay. Well, since we mentioned, all right, so we have Sakina Alston here, all right, and she used to model. So now you know where Dallas gets it from. He gets it from his mama. Isn't that a song?
No.
No? That is a song.
Yeah, that's probably old school.
Yeah. You see, that's an old school. So let me ask you, Dallas, do you have any pets?
Yeah.
Yeah, you tired. Did your mommy wake you up? Was you asleep when you got here?
Yeah, he was sleeping in the car.
You was sleeping in the car?
Yes.
No, I sleep in the car too. I like to sleep in the car. So do you have any pets, Dallas?
Yeah.
Yes?
A dog.
A dog?
He's a puppy. His name is Charlie.
He's a puppy? Dallas, I've been to your house. That's a big dog. That's a big puppy.
No, we no longer have, you remember the Rottweiler? Or,
I know it's a big dog.
Okay, yeah, we no longer. We were just
That's
house,
Chance.
like, yeah, that was Chance. We were just, like, babysitting him. Yeah,
Okay.
He's no
He's
longer
so
there.
big. He's bigger than Charlie, my dog.
Oh, okay. Well, you seem it. You get excited. I see your eyes light up for certain things. So what advice would you give him, Jason? Would you give Dallas in terms of goals and how to achieve them or any extraordinary experiences?
Don't get old.
So Mr. Bass is gonna give you some advice. So you can look at him when you talk to you.
First part of advice, Mr. Dallas, is stay 6 years old. It's a great age. Don't get old, because if you get a belly. Not only that, stay close to your family, stay close to your mom, because she's going to guide you. Make sure you do the right thing. You got the right people around you. Trust her. She brought you here. She's going to make sure you stay here. And let's see. Get as many naps in as you want. You know what I mean? If you want to sleep in the car, cool. If you want to sleep right after this, go for it. Get your rest. Billy might wake you up, man. Just chill.
Okay.
Yeah, that's some good advice.
I can't sleep at all. I wish I could.
I take naps. I'm at a point now where I take naps. I gotta take naps. I'm resting my eyes. So what's next for Dallas X? And we're gonna talk about that name, by the way. What's next for you? Your next modeling gig? Do you know when it is? Or maybe mommy can help.
Okay, yeah, no, we don't. We're just good, we'll get calls about auditions. Usually it's last minute. That's part of the business, unfortunately.
Right.
Yeah, so you have to be able to just get up and go.
Well, for last minute, he's doing pretty good. Like I said, Kohl's that's a pretty big department store.
Yes.
Right? You enjoyed that shoot?
Yeah.
The children's place. That's pretty big, right? So you could go to the stores and be like, "This is me," right? I'm gonna need to get my model discount.
I'll do the same thing.
Right. Right. Exactly. See, so we connected. That's one of the things too. Living a rich life, we connect people.
That's at
right?
the bottom. It's at the bottom of the list too.
That was
connecting people.
messing around with Jason, my list always gets long. That's why you got to make sure you have strong relationships, especially with your mother. She's going to continue to help with your modeling career. You believe that? I believe that too. What else you want to do other than the pictures? You want to do maybe some movies, some commercials? Commercials? Yeah? Okay. So let's talk about your name, Dallas X. Do you know who Malcolm X is? No? Okay, well we'll let your mother educate you on who Malcolm X is.
Yeah.
Oh, you ain't gotta tell him now.
Oh, okay. All right.
Right?
Right. Yeah. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't want to steal her thunder. Pretty prolific African American man.
So actually, his middle name is Xavier.
Okay.
Yes. So Dallas Xavier. And I just like the way Dallas X sounds because I am a big fan of Malcolm X. So
okay.
Yeah, we just do the Dallas X.
So that's how you got your name, right? That's how you got your name. Good to know. I think my mother probably Richard Charles James. That's Rich James to y'all.
You know name Charles?
Richard Charles
My
James.
Charles. My name.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that.
See that? Again, connect. You never know. See, small world. I've known you for 6 years, and I didn't know that X was for Xavier. That's a pretty cool name. Yeah, you like that? What you looking at? Look at it. You ever see the movie Cowboys and Aliens? Don't look into the light. No, you never seen that? Do you like movies?
Yeah.
Yeah. What kind of movies do you like?
What's your favorite movie?
What's your favorite movie? Like cartoons? Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. What cartoons you like? You don't know? You gotta think about it? Well, take your time.
Yes.
Oh, okay. No SpongeBob? No, you don't really mess with SpongeBob. Can't really tell. I don't know about SpongeBob. Anything, you got a sponge that floats in the sea and talks to a starfish. That's just something ain't right about it, right? Something just ain't right about it. Something just ain't right about it. So, okay. Well, what we're gonna do, Dallas? We're gonna take a quick break, and we're gonna come back. And when we come back, we're gonna have something that we call is living a rich life moment. Okay? Is that okay with you? All right. So we'll be back on BeExposedRadio.com with Jason Bass and featuring the young model sensation Dallas X. Back in a few. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job.
Like the one thing you always gotta remember is people gonna try to project their insecurities onto you. But you can't listen to what them niggas saying. You gotta get out here and do your shit regardless. You gonna do what you love for the rest of your life anyway. So why not turn that shit into something? Be a man of everything you say. This shit bigger than me, man. Like yeah, I'm good and all that, but you know what I mean? I ain't shit without y'all. What you up to, just go hard. Don't matter. Can you imagine how I really having nothing is? Stomach growling, you ain't got no food in the fridge. Surviving on a jail diet of water and bread. No father figure, that's cause my father dead. Mom's bringing different niggas in and out the crib. No money, so you seen this less than all your friends. But it a joke because your mother was a crackhead. Older sister hoeing off, giving all.
Are you thinking about getting your GED diploma? Well, here at the GED Pep Talk Center, we've got a number of pep talks that can motivate you.
Sometimes things don't always turn out the way you want them to.
You know that feeling? People look at you and don't believe in you.
You want some gentle encouragement.
Then you're on your way to your GED diploma and a better life.
But I know they're probably just a little bit nervous.
You can find it in yourself to take that first step.
You can improve your future. You can do this. I know you can.
You need to start pushing yourself.
Now get your game face on and take the first step towards a better life. Hurry up. Don't make me repeat myself.
Whatever level of motivation you need to get your GED diploma, we've got a pep talk that's right for you. Call 1-877-38-YOUR-GED or visit yourged.org for your pep talk and find free GED classes in your area. GED is a registered trademark of the American Council on Education. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com. I was meeting with a friend yesterday, and I've gotten to the point where don't ask me a question because the truth is going to come out. And
exactly.
Just don't do it.
If you ain't looking for the truth, don't come to me.
Don't do it because I can't hold my tongue. And she wants to be this stylist, boutique, but you're not doing anything in that nature, and I can't take you seriously if you're not doing those things. And I understood why people didn't take me seriously because I found myself in somebody else's lane. I was good at what I was doing and what I wanted to be, but I wasn't doing it for me. So how can I ask you to take me seriously if I'm living in somebody else's shoes?
And nobody can do what you do, and I think that that's a big problem that people face now. Like you see what somebody else is doing.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
You talking to me? Oh, okay. Welcome back. Welcome back to Living a Rich Life talk show featuring young model sensation Dallas X. And Jason Bass stuck around, and we have Sakina Alston. This is Dallas's mother. She used to be a model again. So as I mentioned, this segment, we're going to play a game, as I like to call it, I say, you say. Okay? I say a word, and you got to say something back, what you think of, right? Alrighty? So if I say the word, and Mommy's going to play too, Sakina's going to play, and then we're going to ask Jason to play also, alright? So you won't play by yourself, alright? So, this is your platform. What do you think of when I say the word model? Think of the word model. So I say model. What's the first word that comes to mind? Anything. Well, I want to laugh. Tell me. No?
Pictures.
Pictures. Okay. Sakina, when you hear the word model, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Lights, cameras.
You just made that up.
You just looked at him.
Right, yeah, I'm like, lights.
Right. What, Jason, when I say model, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Winnie Harlow came to mind first. Like, I think she's just an amazing situation.
Well, you know what came to mind when I thought of the word model? Dallas X. Am I that predictable? I'm just good like that. I push. We winning. We all winning, right? That's how. So that was the first thing that came to my mind. Model, Dallas X. The next thing was Tyra Banks. You know who that is? Yeah. Boy, I'm gonna need you to cover that up. I'm gonna need you to cover that up when you yawn. Okay? Next time. How would you like me to yawn in your face? All right. So the next word I'm going to say for you is Baltimore. What do you think of when I say the word Baltimore?
Oreos.
Oh, Oreos. Not like the cookie. You mean the baseball team?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. What do you think of, Tina, when you say Baltimore?
Crabs.
Crabs?
Yes.
You like crabs?
I do. I love them.
You like crabs, Dallas?
I like the white thing inside.
Oh, the crab meat. That would be the crab meat. Okay. I need a different answer other than what you gave me earlier. Baltimore. Home. You lucky my memory's not that good because I think you might have said that.
Yeah, we actually said we're going to put memory on the thing too.
Okay. This is true. This is true. All right. Okay. One more word here, right? So one of my go like this. Go like this. I'm a yawn. I'm gonna braid your hair right here now, like X-Men. You watch X-Men? No. Okay. All right. So modeling in Baltimore, and you do some traveling. Do you like to travel? I'm talking to you. Do you like to travel?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay, all right. So, I'm going to say a word here. The word is family. What do you think of when I say family?
Mommy.
Mommy. Okay, that's a good one. What do you think of when you mean family? Because I know your family too. I know your family.
Just love.
Love?
Yeah.
Not everyone loves their family.
I know.
No, I made it up. We love each other in different ways. What would you say?
No. No, but I was gonna say my son and my mother.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I think of family and my family. I think of my kids. One of the areas that when it comes to strong relationship, working on rebuilding, right? But again, as I say, living a rich life is 6 different things. So my logo, which is it's like a life meter. For those that see, this is my logo. Dallas is my logo. So this is the life meter. And each element, some go a little close to full. If you was driving, it looks like a gas tank. You can tell that?
Yeah.
My mother thought it looked like a race car, a luxury car. She's older though. She needs glasses. So, all right. So we're gonna move to the rich life moment, where guess what?
What?
You get to give me your autograph. How about that? How about that? So here is, because this is the premiere show, right? Living a Rich Life, and it has the 6 elements on here. And Mr. Bass, he's provided his, they call it John Hancock. I don't really know why, because I don't even know him. But you get to sign this, so when you become famous, I'm going to keep this. So, have you ever signed your autograph before? Yes? Okay. All right, so here you go. And when we come back, we'll take a quick break, have some more discussion, and we're going to find out what's next from these 2, my wonderful guests. So let's go ahead. More on BeExposedRadio.com, Living a Rich Life talk show.
This is a Poverty ENT exclusive. Next stop, Texaco, strapped up, you already know. Fuck niggas hate, that's how it goes. Bros with me, yeah, it's time to go.
Rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's Radio Loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.
Join the Just a Bit Outside crew every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
You want to start off?
I think I'll get it out of the way on a who's not.
Okay, do it.
The Orioles.
Right.
They got swept by the Royals. They lost 4 in a row, and the last 5 games have all been decided by 1 run. The game before, or the last game that they lost before the Royals was the Nationals, and it was Weeders, of course, won with a home run.
Hit the home run.
Right. They were going into that National series. It seemed like they were doing so well, and they just crapped out. They got that game postponed, so who knows when they're going to replay that or play that game. That's my first not for the night.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and weigh in on my who's not, and I'm going to talk about the San Diego Padres.
The Padres. That's okay. You just took my answer.
They're in last place in the NL West. They've lost 8 of their last 10. Their run differential is a negative 65, which is just horrible. So when you have, well, let me just talk about run differential a little bit. It's kind of like the.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to Living a Rich Life talk show featuring Dallas X, and we still have Jason Bass on deck, as well as Sakina, mother of this young man here. So far so good. You having a good time? Yeah. Okay. You're gonna give me a yes before we leave here. Yeah. So what during this segment, I kind of like to call it the what's next, right? So what's next? What are you working on now? That's what I would like to know. And Mom, by all means, help him out. And then Jason, you kind of touched on some of it. So you do us the honors to tell us what's next for Dallas X.
Yeah, well, we just finished up the Zara ad last weekend. So now we're just waiting for some more auditions, and then we're going to do some acting classes so that we can start doing auditions for movies, taking it to the next level.
Gotcha. So you ready to do some acting, huh? You gonna try to get your hat in there? Okay. Jason, what's next for Jason Bass?
I just signed a contract with Gymboree. I'm the new dad model for kids. No, I'm definitely not.
Oh goodness.
But we are planning a festival, a night brunch festival, a 3-day just unique experience in food, music, and culture. And we're going to host at Harbor Point, at the Harbor Point Plaza in front of the Exelon building. Get DJs together, live performances, the best food we can in Baltimore. Okay. Great sponsors. Red Bull's going to bring out this truck that has the DJ pop out the top. It's going to be a good time.
Oh, nice. All right. I'll tell you what's next for me. I got to do this again next week. How about that? I'm going to have some more guests, some movers and shakers. But guess what? You and Mr. Jason Bass are my premier guests. So you know what that means? I got a few gifts for you guys today.
Whiskey.
Yeah. So you figured he'd say that. Almost. But we'll talk about that. So here's the question. Right? This is the mainstay of living a rich life. And Mommy, help him out. So what does living a rich life mean to you, Dallas? You smiled at me. I'm almost certain you got an answer. You gonna eat the mic? Be happy. So that's what living. Okay, that's a good start. That's a good start. Keep it simple, huh? That's the beauty about being a child. You already know. I'm gonna need more from you. So tell me, Jason, what does living a rich life mean to you?
Rich with love, the right people around me to keep me, grounded and feeling supported. So, if I have that in health, I think I can do anything at that point.
Okay. Since you're here, Mommy, of model Dallas X, what does living a rich life mean to you?
Living a rich life.
There's no right or wrong answer, by the way.
Like whatever your passion is, whatever your dreams are, trying to live out your dream and, getting a career, working with that dream. I think that makes you, happy and makes you live a rich life. You'll always be happy no matter what, as long as you're living out your dream and doing what you want to do in life.
Easy. Yeah. See, Jason keeps adding to my list, but again, living a rich life is strictly good health, strong relationships, financial freedom, goals and achievement, philanthropy, and probably my favorite, extraordinary experiences, or extraordinary, depending on who you talk to, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of what they say. So, tell us, how can, and you shared it earlier, how can folks get in contact or follow you on Instagram, or how can they get in contact with you? Where can they see you at?
Dallas the Model.
Dallas the Model, and that's on Instagram. Do you have a Twitter?
No.
You like Twitter? No, I have Twitter. I don't know what that is. What are you on Facebook?
No, we just have an Instagram account this time.
Just Instagram. Okay. And what about you? If we wanted to follow you?
As told by Kina, K-I-N-A-A.
I got 2 for the price of. Well, I got 3 for the price of 2 today. That's a good thing. No gifts for you though.
No whiskey.
And Jason, how can folks stay in touch with you?
Everything's on brand. It's Jason C. without a C Bass. So.
Okay. All right. That's
me everywhere on that.
Instagram,
Twitter, Facebook.
Okay.
In the streets.
You no, that's not everything because you don't do Snapchat.
It's on. It's there, but I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, it's there.
That's
okay.
how you get told on. That's why it's Snapchat.
Right. Oh, is that what it is? Gotcha. Okay. All right. That's understandable. That's understandable. All right. Are you all right there, young man?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. All right. We're gonna make sure you're good. All right. So you can follow myself on Instagram, LivingARichLife_, as well as I just recently completed, well, not me, but shout outs to Big Media Agency. They did my website, so I don't know if y'all actually seen it, but I put it out there. So it's www.livingarich.life.net.
Awesome.
Right,
yeah,
so it has actually the show schedule up there and a few other little things. So, and when I say this is a premiere, and I appreciate the support of both of you, Dallas and Jason, being on the show. So before I forget, and shouts out to Erica Pullen. So she is someone that's going to be on my show later in the year, and she's an author. So again, premiere shows, you got to kind of go all out.
Yeah.
So this is a book that she's published, and I have a signed copy for you, Dallas.
Hey.
Okay. You're very welcome, and I'm going to read what it says because it took me a couple of times to read it because she wrote in cursive. And it says, Dallas, remember to always believe in yourself. Keep striving and reaching for the stars. Erica Pullen, 2019. So this is for you. This is for you. Alrighty. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break in a few minutes, and that's when we're going to give Jason his gift. So we're going to... That's your gift, yes. You was looking for a toy? Well, that we can maybe work something out. I didn't get what you like until later, Rich. Oh, my mic is look at it. Oh, mic is yeah. We got to do some quick swap out. Folks, stay with me here. It's just a world of Got the best engineer in the business. Aldo takes care of me.
Maybe Dallas can give us some money too.
Yes. So what? Jason said, "Do I get a book?" I got a book for Jason too. I think you're gonna like your gift. I like it.
I'm with it.
Yeah. You like? So you like it? You was looking for a toy, huh? You like toys, huh? Yeah. Well, it's actually a good book. It's a good book. So here's what I'm thinking, Dallas. I'm thinking when we have Miss Erica Pullen on the show, perhaps maybe we can bring you back, and you can be. Yeah, see that? You know some of those folks are. And maybe you can be the next character in her book. That's what I'm thinking. See, because I'm always thinking about networking. That's her grandson. So why not have you in her book? What do you think about that? Yes? I'm not sure. You're like, yeah, mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think it's a pretty cool book. Did I miss something? But we're not going to wait.
Yeah.
I'm dying to...
Hey, waiting in this.
Yeah.
Right.
Anticipation is building on that anxiety.
Well, that's the plan. We wanted it to build up. So you can take that because you're gonna want to keep that.
Boy.
Got a box.
No, this is good.
So he was mentioning some whiskey.
Yeah.
I think if you put the whiskey in there, that might be a problem.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
So I was thinking more so, give you something.
Hey, there we go.
Right. So
y'all see that?
Sure.
Living a rich life. And these have all 6 of your elements of living a rich life on the back. We're missing like 3 things out of it. The memory.
Yeah, use that.
Something. We'll use this one too.
Right. So by all means, right? So again, the mug has my logo on it.
Yeah.
Again, which is the life meter. Again, for each element, depending where you are in your life, right?
Yeah.
One's maybe leaning on to full more than the other. And then on the back, again, it has the 6 elements.
One is struggling.
So
Just sleep right now. Yeah, wake up.
Oh, that's all that extraordinary experiences that you go through.
Yeah.
So, which is okay. Which is okay. So you can put all the whiskey you want in there.
And I'm gonna tell people it's coffee.
Exactly. There's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that. That is my same plan. When I have it in my day-to-day functions out and about, I will be drinking out of that. So, just a little something to say thank you.
Appreciate you for that.
And surprisingly enough, I'll share this with you. I got the inspiration because I looked on your website when I was doing my research.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's cool.
So I was like, oh, okay, that's a good idea.
Rather have mugs like this than just some rando mug. It doesn't mean anything. Like I can drink my coffee in the morning, be inspired, see where I am on this meter right here. And try to get over the top.
I was trying to see if I could get some. So a friend of mine, who again another potential guest, she has a mug that starts out all black. When you put something hot in it, it changes, and you can see some of her art that's on the mug. Yeah, it's pretty fly. I try to think, but I'm not that creative. You're the creative collaborator.
You're the needy thing, man.
Yeah, you're the creative collaborator. All right, so we got about 5 more minutes in this segment. You a little itchy and busy there, huh? You got your book now. You don't want to talk anymore. You just want to read the book. Yeah. Can you read us some snippets from it? Who is that? Oh, okay. That's right. Martin Luther King. Sometimes I say Martin Luther the King, but that's generally when I'm talking about the street. All right. Do you know who that is? You don't know who that is? Okay. Well, I'm gonna help you. He was the first African American president, and it's not Rich James. Barack Obama. Sounds familiar? I know you heard that. And it's so funny. He knew who this was real quick.
Yeah.
Say it again. No relation to me, unfortunately. Okay. So this is how this works here, right? And maybe your mother can help you. I think you insert your name here. So look out, President Barack Obama. Look out, LeBron James and Martin Luther King Jr. Because here comes. I'm gonna tell you. Here comes Dallas X. We're gonna work on your energy, right?
Right.
And I am America's Most Wanted. Yeah, that's sometimes folks don't understand that behind it, but that's for another show. Yeah, because you are wanted in the modeling world, and you have friends that support you and believe in you, right? So can I get some free tickets when you start being in movies?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, you're gonna look out for me. I generally bring folks with me, so that's kind of my plug. I would like to get in free. Everyone else will pay. They don't know you. I speak the truth. There's something about speaking the truth these days. It's a lot easier. It's a lot easier. Say it again. The new Lion King. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Or was it good? Tell me about it, because I haven't seen it.
The characters. What characters are in there? What's the lion's name? The young one. What is his name?
Simba.
Simba?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Did you see the first one? Was this your first time seeing The Lion King?
Yeah.
Yes, it was. Yeah, so it was good. I'm gonna have to go see The Lion King. I'm gonna have to go see Lion King, and we can talk about it. How about that? Yeah. Oh, you too busy? When you go back to school? September what? Just every day? First?
I believe it's after Labor Day.
After Labor Day?
Tuesday, yes.
Yeah. You ready for school? Yeah. You ready to tell the teachers? I can't be in school today. I gotta go to New York for this modeling gig. Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. We miss a lot of school, unfortunately.
Thank goodness your mom is pretty smart. Yeah. You said yeah. Okay. Good deal. So, what other things you want to share with us today? Anything you can think of? Anything, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Get some modeling tips. Get some poses.
Right? Yeah, exactly. You got some modeling tips for us?
You give me a model face?
What's the best pose? What should we go with?
What's your favorite pose? You want to show them? You want to stand up and do your favorite pose?
Yeah?
Huh?
You want to give us a pose?
Just give me a pose. Give me your pose.
Favorite model pose? Let me see it.
Favorite pose.
Oh, yes.
I like that. Okay.
I like that. Okay.
You smile when you do it? Or you like... Okay.
Okay, the leg up. I seen you. You have a picture that's it's pretty nice. I've seen it. I've seen a picture that you and you got so many pictures of. So we're gonna take a break. This time I think I might have gotten it right.
The last one.
And we'll come back and kind of close out the segment and with our Living a Rich Life recap. So we'll be back. More on BeExposedRadio.com. Living a Rich Life recap. Stay tuned.
Whatever happened to the times when we cared for one another? We shared the same respect. What is happening? We're trading what's important for shiny things. I can't allow this blasphemy. It's blasphemy. Why would you treat yourself like that? We didn't come this far just to fall right back. I'm from. Don't lose yourself, stay on track. Baby, you're a god. You're a god. Baby, you're a god. Believe that. Full of the things that we've overcome. Full of unspoken battles we've won. You're so much better than that. Sometimes the truth ain't always catchy as rap. Stop chasing cheese or you get stuck in a trap. Go get your crown and never end.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to Living a Rich Life Talk Show, again featuring Dallas X and Jason Bass. Special guest, Sakina, or Kina as most of us know her as. I think she's modeling. So, again, today's show focused on goals and achievement and extraordinary experiences. So I've had the privilege of interviewing Jason. Again, thank you for joining. I appreciate you sharing some of your goals and how you got there, some of your extraordinary experiences. I'm glad we got the ear-ripping story out of the way before Dallas came. Right. Dallas, thank you for joining me. Really appreciate you taking the time. This is your very first interview, is it not?
Yes.
Okay, so this is one for the record books. I have your signature and your very first interview. So I'm pretty excited about that. What'd you think about that? You just, great. Like Tony the Tiger, great. So this is what I call living a rich life recap. So I'm gonna need you guys to sit back and listen, and if I say something wrong, or you wanna add to it, since you've been doing that, which I appreciate. All right? So, again, goal setting is kind of where we are. And goal setting is more than just saying what you want when you want something to happen. Unless you clearly define exactly what you want and understand why you want it in the first place, your odds of success are considerably reduced. By following the 5 Living a Rich Life rules of goal setting, which is motivation, stick to it. What else did we say? We said writing it down and setting priorities, right? So following those goals, you have more confidence in trying to achieve that. So I asked the question, what will you decide to accomplish in life today? And what extraordinary experiences will you share? Or will you create? Again, thank you to Jason Bass and Dallas X for joining us today. I want you to tune in next week when Living a Rich Life Talk Show features musical sensation, and those words just sound good, sensation. Sonny Cowell here on BeExposedRadio.com. Let's talk about it.
Whoa. The moment my son saw a redwood tree.
It's huge!
Is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing!
even the sky has no limit.
There are